Hello, hello, and welcome. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I'm a full-time reseller, and
here's me.
There's Dalton.
If you didn't see me.
All right, this is going to be a what sold video. This is actually a lot more bread and butter, so $10 to $30 items. We had a pretty low week this past week. Today is really, really low. I'm going to share my screen and show you our actual numbers from the last week and month. But I want to share with you some of those lower dollar items that are going to be more common in thrift stores and at garage sales, not just only show you the high dollar ones all the time, because our business is made up of a really good mixture of lower dollar as well as higher dollar. Dalton is still obsessed with his tooth.
Well, my eyes blue.
Yes, he hit his
cheek. Both of them. So I got two blue eyes now.
With the doorknob. I think he's trying to say black eye. He hit it.
Blue eye.
Okay. He hit it with the doorknob. Right. Got himself. All right. So they're going to be more of the lower dollar bread and butter items in this video. And there are still a couple of really, really good fast sales. So I definitely don't want you to think it is all just the bread and butter. I always got to sprinkle in a few higher dollar. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at my numbers, and then we'll take a look at what sold. All right, so I will tell you, I haven't been feeling well over the last week, so I didn't get a ton listed. So I think a lot of these lower sales are my fault because I just have not been feeling up to listing. So I hopefully will be able to get back to more of that this week and get these sales back up where they need to be. So I'm going to go ahead and take you into my seller overview and then show you about 25 of the last recent sales. So most of these are actually over this past weekend. Oh, look, we just got a new offer. We're going to go check this out. This is random, but it came in while we're recording. So we're going to go see. And this is a $14 offer on a $25 item that has not been listed very long. I want to make sure that is my sales price real quick. And it is. So we are going to, I think I'll make a counter offer. I'll make a counter offer, but it's going to be like $24 because this has been listed less than a week. So I'm not very negotiable on my price if it hasn't been listed that long. So we're going to send them back an offer of $24. If it sells or they send us another offer, I will definitely show you while we are recording the video. You can see here, this gray is that $500 line. So Friday we did it, Wednesday we did it, Sunday we did it. So only 2 days this week we hit it, which is pretty not great. I'm not overly happy with this. Definitely not happy with $143. And yesterday was only $269. So some pretty bad days. We're at $2,721 for the last week. Keep in mind, though, I have payroll and I have 2 employees that work for me on my eBay store. So you might not need as much to be happy with your sales as I do. But I always want to make sure you do remember that it is not just me working on this eBay store. So for the last month, we are at about 14,000. Our goal is to be at about 20,000. We are down by 20% over the last month, which kind of can be expected between Christmas and into January, but it's a little bit lower still than what we would want it. So let's go ahead and take a look at these are in no particular order. We're going to take a look at 25 of my last sales. All right, this is really cool. This is a medal that I got from George the Antique Nomad, 1964, state of New Jersey, Terry Nova. This was a 45 millimeter bronze coin. And this one sold for $25.99. I did pick it up for $5 from George. So we just show the front, the back, and we show with the tape measure so they get it. It's a pretty big metal. It is 3 inches. And this was a great sale, especially if you don't have a ton of room. Watch for metals and things like that. They can definitely be something to add to your inventory. All right, next is a little baby doll. This one was in a lot that I bought. And this is not something I typically would pick up. It sold for $12.98. I'm less than $1 in. So it's about an $8 profit after fees. And it is a small baby doll. So for the price, it's not horrible. Again, I have to take into account payroll and things like that. So I do try and shoot for about $20 or higher, which we didn't hit on this doll, but still, again, probably around an $8 profit. And the buyer did pay for shipping. This next sale is a vintage large Virgin Mary. I did put Madonna hand carved. This one is big. This one is 17.5 inches tall. And this one sold in under a week. So this was a very, very fast selling item. And I am less than a couple dollars in. I got this in a online auction lot. Sold for $38.99, so it's about a $30 profit. Beautiful, beautiful statue. Here you can see very, very tall and not very wide though, so shouldn't be too hard to ship. And this one sold very, very fast. Here is another item from the same lot. This is a vintage 7-candle antique Jewish menorah, solid brass, movable branches candle holder. I will tell you, this lot was a Jewish religious lot. I absolutely love picking up religious lots. I've done very well with them historically. So this one sold for $64.99 in less than a week. Very, very fast selling item. And it is brass. Really, really cool piece. I was able to comp some similar size menorahs to get that price. Wasn't able to find the exact one, but with only $1 or so in, this is over a $50 profit, and it sold very fast. Next, this one I was kind of on the fence about doing because it was only right at that $25 mark, but it does come unscrewed. So I don't think it's going to be horrible for shipping. This one sold for $25.99. This was in the lot with the boxes. And this one I have only had listed about a month. So it is an acrylic cupcake stand. You can see where we took our picture there on the counter and with the measurements. So we do try and put it on the white background. We did find this stock photo. Is definitely the same one that we have. And this one was a fast sale. It's going to be about a $20 profit. The buyer did pay shipping. This is a Wonderwink gray Wonderflex scrub set, size extra large. I actually do still have one of these available. So if you are interested, we do have 2 of them in. And these I picked up for $7 at a thrift store. I picked these up in Clearwater, Florida on one of my last catch treasure hunting videos. These sold in under a week for the $22.74. They're only about a $10 profit, but they sold really fast, and the buyer actually bought 2 sets. So if they are the same color, same size, I will put scrub sets together. You can see we do the measurements from armpit as well as him. This did have some some ink stains down there at the bottom. I will tell you, most of my scrub sets I had those as well from pens leaking. And so here is the XL. Wonderwink is a brand I love. I might have underpriced these a little bit, but I'm trying to get stuff where it sells a little bit faster, and I am happy with the $10 profit. So they got this one as well as this blue set, and I did have 2 of each set. So together on the sale, about a $20 profit, very easy to ship. This one sold for $22.74 as well. And again, same pictures. Remember the Wonderwink? I get scrubs a lot at my local thrift store for only $1. So that is typically when I'll pick them up. These were nice sets, and I figured I would price them right to get them out of here fast. All right, this is a long tail one, but $20 on a map is not horrible, I don't think. This is a map of Fort Myers. It is an older one, and it sold for $19.48. I've had it about a year and a half. It only cost me $1, so it's about a $15 profit. You can see always show is front and back of maps. I don't find they sell for enough for me to open them up and take a photo. So slow sale, decent profit, doesn't take up a lot of space, and really, really easy to ship. I put these on here because they sold so fast, it was crazy. And not just this pair, but we also sold a pair of Faded Glory over on Mercari. Both sold within 2 days. And I was really surprised because this is a Walmart brand. So if you can pick up Faded Glory for 50 cents, $1, maybe even $2, I was amazed they sold so fast. So these are size XL. They're leggings, pull-on, sold for $12.99 in like a day. It was kind of crazy. And I am less than $1 in, so they are about a $9 profit for me. Here you can see they're just leggings. And the only reason I picked these up and listed them is I bought an entire closet. And so anything worth over about that $10 mark, we went ahead and listed. And super fast sale. Again, a pair of jeans just like these sold over on Mercari really fast as well. So if you're okay with these bread and butter, a little bit lower selling items, this is something to watch out for. All right, next is a Chloe empty shoebox. This is not a very well-known name, so I do encourage you to look up empty shoe boxes if you see them. And the funny thing is you might get stuff in empty shoe boxes sent to you, or you know, stuff that was stored in them. I actually got a pair of Nikes sent to me in a Skechers box this week, but I don't think the Skechers box is valuable. So this is a Chloe empty shoe box, sold for $25.99. Not a well-known brand. I am less than $2 in. So this one is about $18 profit after fees. These shoes, here you go, $725. That one says $795. These are not cheap shoes. So these were in my box lot. I had some miscellaneous. You can see it does have some wear. I didn't find a bunch of stuff to comp, but I figured I don't have much into it. I might as well try and list it. And it did take about 3 months, so a little bit longer than some of the bigger name brands, but still is a decent profit. All right, this is another long tail item. These I got in a big lot from an online auction. Didn't pay very much. They actually went really cheap. I was surprised. And they sold for $45.48. It was 8x10 and 5x7, plus the buyer paid shipping. So they sold for $45. This was just kind of a mixture of different colors. So they were not worth the splitting them up by color is what I'm trying to say. So you can see I wrote here what was there. 20 adhesive, the foam boards, 4 matte tops, 32 matte backs. So this is really just kind of a hodgepodge sale. Took about, I think this one was closer to 2 years to sell, but it is about a $35 profit. This one, I was surprised it sold so fast because it does have staining. It is a vintage Navajo handmade rug. It is from the 1920s, 1930s. I got this in an online estate sale. I paid, I believe, between $30 and $40. So I did pay up, but this is still about $100 profit. Sold for $162, and it sold in under a week. So pretty darn fast, but this has significant staining to it. And it's still sold. I will tell you, without staining, it's probably worth about $500. So I did discount this to accommodate for that staining, but it was still an amazing sale and a great profit. This is another one that was a really fast sale, sold in under a week. I offered this up on Whatnot, I believe at a $5 or $10 start. It did not sell, so we listed it over on eBay. This is a vintage wheel. It also has a knife charm and a wagon wheel charm. I put bells. They do jingle. Sold for $32. I'm about $5 into this. So it's about a $20 profit, but it sold in a week. So it sold pretty fast. There you can see that little knife charm. So there were some random charms. I just leave them on, sell it as is. It is about a 7-inch bracelet and really, really fast sale. Super happy with this, especially with it being non-branded. I had to throw a box in here because they are still selling, but definitely not in the quantity that they were 2 months ago. So it has slowed down for sure. I am going to start sending some higher offers off on these boxes starting in February, but this one sold for a best offer of $38, but it's a 4.5-inch box. So small Chanel jewelry box. I paid less than $2, so about a $32 profit on this one. And here you can see the photos we took. It does have the really nice suede interior to display necklace or bracelet. And this one took about 3 months to sell, but I actually sold quite a few of these within a week of getting them. All right, this one surprised me. This was in the lot of household items that I got with those designer boxes. So I figure I'm nothing into this. I basically took the stuff because they wanted me to. I wasn't overly thrilled about it. This is an Ikea Appo 1-seat section, and it sold for $129. Plus, you can see here, if they are close, it was $50 in shipping. If they are further, it would have been more. Now, we did take this picture off of Ikea's site, and I don't do that a ton, but this was a new in-the-box item. I knew what color it was. I knew the item number, and I was not about to take this chair out of the box because it will ship in the box that it is in. And this sold 2 weeks. It was a really fast sale. So if you happen to come across Ikea furniture that is still in the box, I say if it's a decent price, pick it up. Here's another fast seller. This is a Victoria's Secret pink cheetah print. This one I almost wonder if I priced too low, but I did comp and they were selling right around that $20 mark. This one sold for $19.49. I am about $2 into this, so it's about a $10 to $12 profit after fees, but it sold in under a week, very, very fast. And you can see I do show the closer up picture for my main one, just so they can see that writing a little better. We show the tag, the armpit to armpit hem to the neck, and then the back of it. And this one, again, fast sale. A lot of Victoria's Secret pink isn't high price. It'll go for that $15 to $25 mark. But if you can pick it up cheap, I definitely would. Here is another one that sold really, really fast, and it kind of makes me wonder if I underpriced it. This is a Pilot empty orange pen case. Pilot pens aren't overly expensive, not like the Mont Blanc and Cross and several other brands. So I really had nothing to compare this to, but I'm happy with $25.99. I picked this box up in a box lot from an online auction for less than $1. So it's close to being a $20 profit. Very, very nice little case. It is like brand new, sold very, very fast. So again, makes me wonder if I undersold it, but I'm happy with that price that we got. And I didn't think these boxes were going to sell so fast. The pen boxes have been selling a few, not a ton, but I knew they were going to be longer tail. Next, this is a vintage lot of 4MEPS fishing lures. Watch for vintage fishing lures. I got a whole tackle box along with lures for pretty darn cheap. And these sold in under a month for $19.49. Pretty darn fast, pretty fast. And I am happy they're about a $15 profit. Here you can see we put ones that were similar together to get to that $20 price point. Some of them were worth it by themselves. These were not, so that is why I lotted them up. But you can see here on this last picture, these were only $2 originally. They are definitely vintage, but quick sale, and I am okay with the profit on these. This was another, again, right at that $20 mark, which is kind of where I would like my minimum to be. I do still list some stuff a little bit lower, but that is my goal, is to be at least 20. This is a new Art Studio Tika Sari layered silk scarf, 73 inches, colorful, sold for $19.49 in about a month and a half. And this was really cool. You can see the way those colors blended together. We have another lot of scarves we are going through now listing. So if you like scarves, definitely keep an eye on our eBay store. This one did still have the tags. It was made in India. I'm less than $1 in. So it is about a $13 to $14 profit, and it sold pretty fast. Next, if you missed my video this past Sunday, this is one that definitely could have fit in for that granny core keyword. This is a vintage patchwork boho throw pillow. It sold, I see they put pair, and it is only a single one. I just noticed this. So this, I might have to deal with an angry buyer. I'm definitely going to have to contact. I just saw it said pillow pair. This sold for $38.99. It has a really cool crochet border. I am less than $5 into this, so it's about a $28 profit. This one sold in under a month. It's really cool. It was hand sewn, and it definitely is vintage, and this one was a great sale. This was a very, very fast sale. This was a great pickup. I picked this up in a catch treasure hunting video at a garage sale for $5. It sold in under a week for $65. So about a $50 profit. It is a Patagonia men's sling bag. Adam, I know Patagonia typically is a great selling brand. I got this for a great price. They actually had some other backpacks I should have picked up there, but I did not. And really, really fast sale. This was in excellent condition. Got it here at a local garage sale for that $5, and very, very happy with this sale. All right, I had to show this because I think this is something a lot of people might miss. I probably wouldn't pick these up, but they were in that home decor lot I picked up with the designer boxes. Mother of pearl shell decor beach encrusted balls. They are just balls of shells. They sold for $19.49. I figure free cost into these, so about a $15 profit. They sold it under a month. They sold very fast, and they are just shy of 4 inches. I was very, very surprised, but I am glad that I listed them. Another Patagonia. This one was picked up at a thrift store down in Miami. Again, another shown finding on my Catch Treasure Hunting channel. This is a men's Patagonia navy blue fleece. It did have a logo on it, but they still sell. I actually got this really cheap, under $3 at the thrift store in Miami. It was 50% off. And this is over about a $23 profit, sold in under a month. So pretty fast sale. And watch for the brand. Again, even if they have that logo there, they will still sell. And this one was a great profit. Up next, this is another item that was offered over on Whatnot. A lot of the ones that are named like this one, I will offer on Whatnot. And then if they don't sell, I move them over to eBay. So this is a signed Lori Bond sterling silver L initial pendant. This thing is tiny, and you could find these for cheap. I am less than $5 into this. It sold for $38.99 in under a month. Pretty fast selling, over a $30 profit. Here you can see the Lori Bond 925, and it is tiny. It is only an inch even with that bail. And great sale. And a lot of people tend to shy away from the personalized monogram letters. I would say don't. Even hankies we will pick up with monograms, and this one sold pretty fast. This is going to be the last item that I am sharing with you. This is a laser craft solid walnut double pencil or pen holder. I pick these up and I find them quite often for just a few bucks. I've had good luck selling them. This one has the boat, the bridge, the seagull, sold for $19.49. I paid $3. It's only about a $12 profit, but it's so little and easy to ship. I am okay with that. So this you can see says solid American walnut. It does have that laser craft on the bottom, so you would be able to identify. And I have found quite a few of these. You can see it's under 4 inches, so pretty small as far as taking pictures and shipping, not too hard. And this one actually sold in under a month. All right, that is everything. I hope you've enjoyed. This was more lower dollar sales, which I want to give you a good overall picture of my business, which does include the lower sales. So let me know if you learned anything this video. If you like seeing some of those lower dollar sales mixed in, I always do a high dollar only video about once a month because some people only want to see those higher dollar sales. And I didn't show any Poshmark or Mercari on this video. I will do that on the next one. I'm running a little short on time and not feeling too hot, but I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Dalton is telling you bye.